Hello, folks. This is the one and only Natasha Basil. Okay, so I was at Perry's show just a few hours ago, and they were talking about her, trying to become mayor and causing, drama on the internet with her and her husband. Well, she appeared to be on the chat, and she asked to come up to speak to Perry. And of course, Perry is open to speaking to her because he doesn't understand why is she doing all of this, creating all this drama on the internet. And, you know, the only outcome is, jail, rehab center, or even death. So why won't she let him go? Her husband that left her over 2 months ago. So he wanted to understand it like everybody else. But of course, Jag had a lot to say. She never takes responsibility or any accountability for the things she's created in her life, such as, you know, arguing with the mistress, who we call Dirty Nikki, because she's in all it. She just wants to cash in. Everybody seems to want to cash in off of Jaguar. Of course, we have Jaguar, we have Goomba, which is the deadbeat husband who left her to be with another woman, and the other woman is just trying to cash in, trying to jump from one platform to the next, trying to get interviews with Tasha K on the internet instead of taking care of her 4 children. Her ex-husband left her for somebody else, so I guess now she has nothing to do because she hasn't maintained a real job. She claims she has a business, but she does hair at her house, and it's when I don't know. I don't think she works. I think that's just a little side hustle of hers to get money. I don't think she works. And Goomba explained even on a live that he only's with her because he has no place to go. I guess his parents abandoned him and he can't go to his parents' house. Why? Because of Jag. Jag said a lot of mean things, a lot of bad things about his parents. I don't know who or what man would take a woman like that. And Goomba is not innocent because he tells Jags way too much about people. He talks about his parents to Jag. He talks about his ex-girlfriend, that Nikki creature, to Jag, and tell her about, basically their business. So he's at fault in all of this. And the mistress, Nikki, I think she should just disappear and go away. I think if Goomba really is afraid of Jaguar, he should get off the internet and just disappear, go live his life. But unfortunately, he likes the drama and he likes the cash apps he's getting. He likes the attention. All of them do. So therefore, they're going to keep cashing in, keep milking the cow. The cow is Jag. They're going to keep milking her because, they're gaining from it. Keep exploiting her because there's a gain there. Now, I like the way Perry, he handled Miss Jaguar, because she likes to take over conversations and she likes to point the blame at other people. Even though she's self-destructive, she likes to point the blame at others. But one thing I find strange is that when she talks, she's always speaking as if she's a victim in all of this. Her and her husband is a victim and everybody's doing everything to them, when in fact she doesn't. And she always says, oh, that's my husband, like a possession, like a sort of, like it makes her feel good to know that she has a status as a wife. And it's like an ownership for her. Like, I own him because he's my husband. I have documents on him. He's registered in a court of records as my husband. A marriage is not about ownership. It's not about possession or control. That's not what marriage is. The more you try to control something, the more it's going to slip away from you. In this case, that's what happened with Jag. She tried to control everything. And then it slipped away from her because they're going to fight and resist. And then he's going to run away because he wants freedom. The more you control something, the more that thing wants their freedom. And they're going to run from you. Because a marriage is not about control. It's about love. It's about love. It's about a union getting together. First as an individual, then coming together as one, as a partnership. Under God, it's about love, peace, a partnership, helping and supporting one another. Jaguar says a lot of bad things about her husband. He's not a provider. The only thing he does is protect her by being with her and listening to her. But he does not display husband qualities at all. In fact, she talks bad about him. The fact that he doesn't work, he's lazy, he's not a provider. But what confuses me is that she still wants him. And I think the reason why is because she doesn't like to be alone and she needs a companion to fill the hole in her heart. I want to ask her, what is it that's in Gerald that you need him to fill the hole in your heart? If he's such all this bad person, you keep saying he's your husband. He doesn't display husband qualities as the Bible as illustrated in the Bible. So what is it about him that you need him to fill that emptiness or hole in your heart? I mean, you're not an ugly woman. You're a beautiful woman. You can get any man you want. But is it because he allows you to control him and he drives you around everywhere you want to go and he allows you to control him because he's 7 years younger than you? Is that it? I mean, what is it about this man? He's broke. He doesn't like working. He's very lazy. All he does is play video games. And a penis will not pay bills. I don't care how big your penis is. That will not sustain a relationship or a marriage. So what is it about him that keeps you so attached to him to a point where you're losing your mind? You're not the same strong beautiful voice, talented woman that we all know. Now you're just a pathetic woman. You're just out here looking very pathetic, desperate, delusional, and just conniving and sad. I feel sorry for you, Jag. You're losing your mind off of this man. I mean, for me, if I were you, I would focus on my music. Since you have a big fan base, you could create music and make a lot of money. Just one person buying one of your songs. You have 1,000 people buy your song. You can make that in a month or a day if you wanted to. If you focused on your craft, on your music, instead of running after this man that clearly does not want you. And he's not even worth it to chase after. So I'm trying to understand the logic behind your mind. What hole in you that he needs to fill, that you can't fill yourself? Because you need to learn how to love yourself. I think you don't love yourself. Because if you did love yourself, you wouldn't be chasing a broke, lazy man like Gerald, who has talked bad about you. I don't think you would do that. He has exploited you. He let the woman go into his phone, let him see all the pictures, the text messages, everything. But yet you still want to be with him. And what boggles my mind, what confuses me is that you want to be with him. You're begging him to come back home. But yet the fact that he's not coming back, you're threatening to get him to go in jail. You want him to be arrested because he doesn't want to come home. It's either he comes home to you or you want the law to arrest him. I mean, that's pretty pathetic. That's all about control and possession and ownership. You don't own this man. You don't own shit when it comes to him. He's a human being. He's an individual at the day. Just because you're married, you do not own him. You need to understand what marriage is about. Marriage is not about ownership. It's not about possession nor control. In your mind, you think it's about those things, but it's not. Marriage is a union between two people working together and cohesion and union and two minds coming together to make it work. At this moment, there's separation here. There's no love. It's more so separation and you guys arguing back and forth, wanting control of the situation. That is not love. God said love is peace. It says love is kind, passionate. It's a union between two people. And what you guys have is not love. You may love him more than he loves you, because if he loved you, he would come back to you. But he does not love you anymore. So when something does not love you, you need to let go and let God. Just release it. You know how many men out here in the world for you to be chasing a lazy, broke man? I think you're attached to him because you don't know. That's why it's hard for you to detach, because you don't understand why you're attached in the first place. You need to analyze your situation and ask yourself, why am I so attached to this man? What is it in me that thinks that I need him to fill the hole in my heart? That's what you need to ask yourself, Jaguar, because you're a beautiful person. And you can be very likable, because you're very intelligent. But when it comes to this man, you're very dumb. You take dumb actions. You don't think straight. All you think is evil thoughts. You torment people. You threaten people. And it's just, if a judge was to hear everything and see everything, trust me, they would probably throw you in jail or the rehab center. But you're not very rational or smart when it comes to this man when you're upset at him. Everything, when you upset, you should never make decisions, period, because it will be irrational. Now, I'm looking at this woman. She's not taking accountability. And then she says, I'm not going to let him go. I want to be a widow. You know what that means? That means she rather waste her life and time chasing after something that does not want her. And if she continues to chase, she'd rather be separated, rather wait till he dies and become a widow than to live her life and find somebody else. That's very disturbing to me, because she makes it seem like she's the ugliest woman in the world. No man wants her. She's a diseased person. I don't know. I don't understand, why would she put her value, her self-value, her self-love so down to a point where she's willing to wait for a man to be deceased, wait for her to be widowed before she lets him go. That makes no sense to me. That's a deranged woman that's not willing to let go. She's so attached to him as if he's her part of her body. He's not part of you. You don't own him. You have to understand, you do not own another human being, Jaguar. And all of this stuff that you're doing, it's not making you look good. Your image is tainted right now. You do not look good at all. So no matter how much you curse, yell, scream at the top of your lungs, this guy will not return to you, because you've caused way too much damage to his pride, to his ego, to his family members. You've done so much. So why would he want you back? And why would you want him back since he's so bad? And then you say, you want to be a widow. What does that mean? So you're going to wait till he dies? You're not going to get remarried again? Or is it that you don't think nobody would marry you after this situation because your business is out in Front Street on the internet? What is it? Is it low self-esteem? That's why you want to wait till he dies or until you become a widow? Or is it because you don't think you can find someone better than him? Because I know there's a lot of better men that's way better than him. Or you can't find a man that you can control and possess. I don't know what it is, but I'll continue to pray for you. And hopefully in time you'll wake up, because right now I think you're still asleep. Because you want something that does not want you, but you want control over something that clearly you don't have control over. You want ownership of something that you don't own. And you're creating all this issue on the internet. I don't know if it's for money, because I haven't seen nobody sending you cash apps. They're getting way more money from you. They're cashing in way more than you off of your name, and you don't even see that. I don't like the mistress, to be honest. Every time I hear about her, I talk negatively about her. I think the mistress should disappear, go somewhere else, because she doesn't deserve this. This is between you and Guma. This has nothing to do with her. And I think she's basically trying to cash in on it. She even said it herself. She's been watching you even while you guys were married. So she was happy to be in this. She wanted to be known as well. But at the same time, you are making her known, which is kind of strange to me. Anyways, I just wanted to give feedback. So basically, this is a clip of what occurred today when Jaguar appeared on Perry's show. And then she says some disturbing things. And again, she says she's not going to get a divorce. I'm going to tell you this, Jag. I know a couple of judges. They could give you a divorce just based off for all this thing you've done on the internet. Threats and foul language and how disturbing you, how crazy you've been. They could just go ahead and issue a divorce. They don't need you to say, I'm going to be a widow. A judge can issue the divorce. I hope you notice. If Gerald really wants a divorce, he can get it with or without you. And I don't think you notice, but I hope you listen to this clearly, that he can get it without you based off of your behavior for the past 3 months on the internet. Okay, so here's the clip, and you're gonna hear. This is in real time. You're gonna hear what Jaguar says, and it's disturbing to me. It's disturbing, and it makes her look desperate. Makes her look like a fool. To all of us, we see a fool. We don't see an intelligent woman. We just see a woman that's in pain and that wants to get revenge and wants her way. She wants control and she wants ownership of a band that does not want her. So go ahead and watch this clip and you'll see what's going on.
He didn't change his phone number because Nikki told him to. He changed his phone number because of the scary fucking messages they've been getting. Now this bitch Nikki been running around telling everybody that I've been calling her fucking phone, breathing heavy and saying I just wanted to hear your voice and yada yada yada. It ain't me, bitch. I never had your phone number. When you tried to fucking step back up on the scene 3 motherfucking years ago when I told your ass to beat it and kick rocks back then, I made him erase your phone number, but you've been in touch with his mom, so that's how y'all got back in touch. This shit is all lies, it's all scam, and the truth is, my husband is the biggest victim I've ever worked with in my life. His mother's a rapist and his parents are con artists.
Jag, see, that's one of the reasons. Look, let's keep it real. And you've been going back and forth with this guy's family, but then you wonder why y'all can't reconcile the situation. You can't go after that man's family like this over and over and over again. And I'm not saying he's not without fault, because I think he's about dumb as rocks. It's just for me personally. But you can't keep doing this and expect somebody to want to come back and embrace your ass. That's all.
I believe they're involved in money laundering. I believe that they've been laundering money for Bobby's barbershop for years now, which is why they asked him to hire their son. And I also believe that they have some experience in sex trafficking.
Jag, it's the same things with you for real. Small penis, somebody was emmed as a kid, sex trafficking, and you even came out and said you've been an advocate for, I don't know, 20 years and you don't save 75 people and all that stuff. That you know, but that was your whole purpose in life. Jag, for real, I think you might want to seek some kind of help for real. And this not coming from a bad spot from anywhere. It's like, damn, Jag, I mean, life is too short for you not to let this shit go. I think we got Jag. Hold on. Damn, Jag. I mean, is it an echo on your end? Jag?
You're a U.S. veteran, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Tell me something. How do the police treat veterans when they arrest them?
Look, Jag.
Answer my question, please.
Well, no. They treat them pretty much the same as they treat everybody else.
No, they don't. Not when they're listed as armed and dangerous.
Well, no. But that's anybody that would be listed. Now,
my husband is listed as armed and dangerous. He's been going off of his nut, high on everything that him and Nikki can get from the money y'all been supplying with cash apps, feeding 2 drug addicts. They're not in a relationship. It was never a relationship, because if that's the case, why was he making plans to run off with this bitch to fucking Arkansas that he met in a goddamn chat room while he was still living at Nikki's?
Hey, Jay, let's keep this real. Let's keep it real. No,
I am keeping it real.
No. I'm telling you this, right? And this is the best advice I can give you, right?
He has 2 guns on him. He has the Glock and he has my 380 that the DeSoto police gave him while he was manic. You motherfuckers are over.
Well, no, I'm saying if that's the case, if he's listed as armed and dangerous, it's not going to be well when somebody finds his ass. But that could
know.
Right. I'm saying, but that go with civilians also, right? But I'm just saying, but Jag,
you're a veteran.
Yes, I am.
Act like it.
Well, no, what you mean act like it?
You should give a fuck.
Well, Jag,
I don't know what your service was, but regardless of how big a coward my husband can be, he actually fought in war.
Okay. I did too. I was in the Marine Corps. We was on the front lines. I wasn't in the Army. I wasn't a cook.
My father was a Marine. Hoorah!
Oh, right. No. So I'm just telling you, right? But I'm telling you this, Jag. Yeah, he could be listed that way, but I'm telling you.
Don't you ever make fun of me when I'm scared for my husband's life. I don't give no fuck who he been with, where he been, what he done. He's my husband.
I get it, Jag, but let me tell you this for real. And I'm gonna tell you something. As I am a veteran. We don't went through this shit. I don't dealt with a lot of other people. He's
I
not
expected more from you than this. You pulled
Jack,
some
Jack,
pretty low
Jack,
stunts, Perry, but to
Jack.
sit there and to make fun of a veteran and to make fun of a military wife, of a veteran wife, when she's worried about her armed and
Well,
very dangerous husband
Okay,
who's listed
Jack.
and he's black.
Okay, Jack, let's get this right. I mean, before all this came up, and whether veteran husband, just a, you could be a civilian and a husband. I'm telling you this. I just feel like he's not coming back. And I think personally, if I was you,
He's
I would
going to jail, Perry.
Wait, no. And probably if he did the shit he said,
He's facing 5 felony charges in 2 different states, and he racked all of this shit up in less than 2 fucking months.
And then he probably deserved to go to jail, Jack. But what I'm telling you,
does that not sound like he's not off his nut?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? And I can only take your word for it that he's sort of out there. You know what I'm saying? To me, I look at it maybe just being immature and whatever. I don't fucking know. But I'm telling you this. If I was your brother,
he
I
is
would
a
say,
sexual assault survivor.
Right,
His
well,
mother molested him when he was young, and she started having sexual intercourse with him when he became able to have an erection. She admitted it because I bought her fucking doctor's records.
Jackie.
I had someone break into her doctor's office, and I read the records of the things that she said, the things that she dreams about, the things that she says about my fucking husband.
Right. Okay, I get it. Right. Look, this is the way I'm seeing it from the outside.
And you want to make fun of this?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Do you want to know why he went to war?
Well, he went
to get the fuck away from her so she would stop touching him.
When he went to war because that's a contract he signed up with the military.
No, he went straight out of high school. He was an ROTC in high school. He signed up to go to war. He volunteered to go to that war just to get the fuck away from that nasty bitch.
Okay, right. But I'm telling you this. If I was you, Jag, his behavior has spoke for itself, and you saying the same thing. I think your husband and his family,
you're not going to die by the hands of no fucking cop.
Are toxic to you. If I
He's
was
not going to die by the hands of no fucking cop.
Jack, if he's putting your life in danger, like you saying, he putting everybody's life in danger. You know
he's putting his own life in danger as well.
Well, I get it, but what I'm saying is
that's my husband you're talking about.
Right, but is he acting like your husband right now? So we can talk about husbands.
Doesn't matter how he's acting.
Well, no, I'm just telling you.
Doesn't matter how he's acting.
As a husband, is he really a husband when he's sitting there sleeping with Dirty Nikki?
Of course not. He's not acting like he's supposed to be acting. And God is punishing him. And God is punishing. He's looking at 16 years, Perry.
Jaguar. But he's gonna have to take his damn punishment then, because when you was in the psych ward, he's sitting there laid up and Dirty Nikki legs up around his damn neck. Look, he need to pay for that shit. Do not take that motherfucker back. That's what I'm telling you.
All I want to do is make sure that my husband surrenders peacefully. The people at the VA are waiting for a good address to pick him up, and then they will surrender him when the authorities come to pick him up.
Yeah, Jack, look, for real. Let's keep it real. Like, no, I'm telling you, as a sister, and I would just say this. A lot of stuff that's going on is entertaining. Because we found it's like funny and stuff, but when the shit becomes like, when we don't know if it's real or fake, it makes you think, well, damn, is somebody just acting out? Because, you always have the class clown that do some shit, right? But what I'm saying is,
that's how he hides his pain.
That's how you hide the pain.
Or he stays on the game because he doesn't like sleeping.
Jack.
Because when he sleeps, he has nightmares. If it's not about the war, it's about his mom fucking touching him.
Jack, you know what, though? Let's not use that shit for no damn excuses. I'm telling you at this point right now, he using that shit to make you feel bad so he can run the street, do what the fuck he want to do. And then you'll sit there and say, well, I know he did this, and I know he was with Nikki when I was in the psych ward, but now because he was touched, We don't fucking know if he was touched or not.
He's the
Because
one that set
a
me up
liar.
to go
No,
into
no,
the
no, no,
psych
no, no,
ward.
no, 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 no. It's
He's
certain
the
things.
one that set me up to go into the psych ward. That whole thing in Bobby's, it was a fucking plan. His mom, Bobby, and the cops was all in on it because I had fucking pulled a fucking card. So they used him to lure me there. They made sure he created that. They knew what was going to happen.
Okay, and Jaguar, I take that for facts, right? But if you had a husband or a man that gave a fuck about you, and he did this to you, his ass got to go. And see, because you know what though, and I bullshit around. And I like to have fun with this shit. But Jag, and like I said, I ain't got no dog in the fight. Not with you or Goomba, but I'm
I
telling you
was
this:
divorced
Goomba
once
Goomba is
already.
not
I'm
shit
not
without
getting
you.
divorced again.
No, let it go. Why top the rest of your life with a fucking loser?
I'm not getting divorced again. I made a
Get a
promise
divorce,
not only to
Jag.
my husband,
Jag,
I'm not
get
going
a
to be
divorce.
twice divorced.
You know what, Jag? I'd rather be twice divorced than always hurting for the rest of my damn life. Let that fucker go. I'm only telling you, not tell my sister the same damn thing. Fuck
Look at
excuse.
me.
I'm looking
I
at you.
want you to look at me.
I'm looking
My
at you, Jag.
husband is a piece of shit most of the time.
Right.
He's a pain in the fucking ass. He's the class clown. He can be annoying. When he's on drugs, he's 10 times worse. See, if I had known about the drugs before we got married, I would have never married him.
But Jag, you know what though? And that could be a fact, but you know about him now. So moving forward.
And he's a veteran.
No,
And
I
he's
don't
a
give a damn.
sexual
I
assault
don't give a damn.
survivor.
Yeah, Jack.
And he's a drug addict who struggles.
No. I don't give a fuck if he was a convict. I'm just telling
My
you this.
husband.
Well, no, I know it's your husband, but not all husbands gonna be good husbands, Jack.
I didn't think I was ever going to fall in love with him, you see.
Right, I get it, and I understand.
I didn't think I was ever going to really fall in love with him. I wasn't expecting this to last more than 6 months.
Jack, you know what? Let me tell you something for real.
But I fell in love with him.
You know that part I can believe, because I think I started my show out by saying I always thought you was stronger than that. You know how people come in and represent themselves as a certain way. I was like, no, Jack will let it go. You know, she'll take the little hurt and move on. But I can tell the last couple of days, you ain't been the same Jag that you normally is. It's almost like you just going through this thing. But I'm telling you as a friend at this point, do not waste your life for a person who ain't never gonna fucking change. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: him or Dirty Nikki ain't shit without you. So
let me say this to you.
Right.
I have a very good friend. Her name is Tamika Harper. Her stage name is Georgia Me.
Okay.
She's the queen of deaf poetry. She won a Tony Award for Deaf Poets on Broadway. And at one of my worst moments in my marriage, I was sitting in her yard in Atlanta while we were there. And she looked at me and she said, I know you love that man. She said, you remember this, sis. Everyone is redeemable.
Well, you know what though, Jack? I'm gonna tell you something for real. In the last couple of
everyone.
Jack, I'm gonna tell you something, because I always look at you having a hard shell. But I'm gonna tell you something. You know, in the last couple of days, just your responses and your actions and stuff, I really truly think you really truly love this motherfucker, right? And I get it. When you marry somebody, you go into it, but you cannot let your life go because you picked the wrong person, whether it's your second or third time. It doesn't matter, Jag. Your life is worth more than just waiting on somebody.
I'm seeing this one to the grave, Perry. Thanks for the advice, but I'm seeing this one to the grave.
But I see it, but I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want you to let them ruin the rest of your life, and now you 6 foot under.
He's about to go to jail.
Okay, Jack, let me ask you this then, right?
I need to see him before they take him in.
Okay. So
I need to pray with him.
Obviously, you love him, right? And you want us to think different of him by coming up with excuses. Well, this happened to him. He's a better man.
No, I'm saying he's a piece of shit human being, but he's a human being.
Right, I get it.
And right now, it is still Shabbos. The sun has not gone down. And Jesus said, we are to forgive.
No, well, you know what, though? Yeah, you can forgive, but you don't forget. Okay? And I'm just saying,
I'll never forget the things that my husband has put me through. Some of them have been horrific.
Why would you want to go through it again, Jag? Seriously.
I'm still going through it. I haven't given up yet.
Well, you know what, Jack? Look, let's get into this conversation right here, right?
Right now, the
And
most
this is what I
important
think.
thing to me, Perry,
It
is
should
to
be your
find my
son.
husband
It should be your son right
before the
now.
authorities get him and make sure that he surrenders peacefully.
No. Your first thing should be your son right now, right? Just in my
Oh,
opinion.
Sam is fine. He's right there.
No. Right. But you can't, Jag. You can't save everybody.
Says who?
Well, I'm telling you that. Now, you could want to.
I've been saving people for years. Says who?
But have you saved everybody? Have you saved Goomba ass yet? Since
No,
you
I'm going to leave that.
No. But listen to what I'm saying.
Listen to me. Saving my husband is above my pay grade. I'm gonna have to leave that one. For
I know,
Jesus.
but basically what I'm saying is some things above your pay grade, and this is what I'm trying to say, Jag, for real. If I ever never told you anything else, because when you come on and do things, I'm gonna come on and just have fun with it. That's what I'm gonna do. But at the end of the day, I feel like you got too much talent to let it go down. You got too much self-pride to let somebody else ruin your shit. When these other people, who gives a fuck about Dirty Nikki?
Nobody.
Clout chaser, but she gonna use your name and keep doing the same shit.
Future inmate of the Louisiana prison system.
Well, guess what? Goomba ain't no fucking better. And I know it's your husband, and it's not to be disrespectful to you. I'm just being honest to you as I'm talking to my sister. Now, we can agree to disagree, but I'm telling you this. His ass could kick rocks. You can do bad by yourself, Jag. You don't need nobody else bringing you down.
I don't do bad. I just let people think that I do.
Well, I get it. I mean, but let's not have the shield. Jack, if I ask you right now, are you seriously happy right now? What would your answer be?
Absolutely not. My husband, I don't know where my husband is, and I'm worried for his life.
Right. Do not let nobody steal your joy. Okay. And
just so you know, Perry, so you can feel a little better, I got a hot date tonight with a man that I gave birth to 21 years ago named Sam. I'm taking him to his first reggae party.
Okay. And so that's good, because you know what, Jack? I'm telling you for real. Everybody go through ups and downs in their life. You at this point right now, you got to just move forward, right? Dude, stop looking backwards, is what I'm trying to say. No, has your life been perfect? No, I know a lot of things. I'm saying like things that happen.
You don't know the half of it.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying, I know enough to see pain there, right? Is what I'm saying.
Pain. I've been through a lot.
Right, I know.
But do you know what I need? Do you know what I really need?
What's that?
I need for people to act like the institution of marriage actually means something.
It do if both parties are participating in it.
It does even when they don't.
No. If both parties don't participate, that shit ain't worth a damn. It was just some shit they got up there. I do. They don't lie to some motherfucker. It's scammers every day. Don't be scammed by Goomba. Because apparently, if Goomba wanted to be with you right now, you wouldn't have to ride around all fucking day looking for him, right? What kind of respect is that? I mean, because for real, if you was my sister, I probably would have whooped his ass.
He's afraid.
No, I'm telling you right now, fuck the cartel.
If
he did my sister like that, I probably would have whooped his ass.
All of the internet hates him now.
Well, Jack, and I'm thinking you might want to catch on too. And you start hating him and let that fucker go. Because look, how much disrespect are you going to take? The internet saying, oh, Jag going through this bad time. Nobody's life is perfect, but hell, you can't have this little flunky over there with Dirty Nikki doing what the fuck. They plotting off your name.
I know.
Ain't nobody know neither one of these motherfuckers before they came into your circle.
I know.
Let it go, Jag. I'm telling you.
He brought that trash into my life. And for that, he's going to spend some years in prison.
Well, you know what, though? And if he in prison, he ain't going to be doing you no good. I would give his ass look, the fastest way to teach a person, if he really truly loved you, divorce him. Divorce him. Because words don't mean shit. It's all about actions. Divorce his ass. Free yourself up for a balance. And if he really
you want to know what my response is to that?
Yeah, go ahead. Make him prove himself back. Go ahead.
I'll be a widow this time.
Yeah, Jag, I get it, but why be a widow?
That's where I stand. That's the promise that I made to God.
Okay, but to be a widow, before you become a widow, you get to have him going around using your name for clicks and views, sleeping with hookers.
Trust me, he's about to pay for all of that. Jail in Louisiana and in Phoenix aren't fun.
Yeah.
He's about to have to sleep in tents. He's going to be going into jail as the idiot sucker that fucked it up with Jaguar Wright. He's going to get clowned on the floor about that every day. He has a bad temper, so he's going to be fighting every day.
Well, you know what though? And that's his fight, Jag. But I'm going to tell you this, because right now I'm not talking to Go, I'm just talking to you. And I think your life would be a whole lot better, for real. I'm just going to say this. Stay away from
it. It has been better without him. I can't lie about that.
Yeah, you know what though? Because if this shit is the way it is that what got you going to the police? Stop going to the fucking police. Leave that shit alone.
I still have a duty.
A duty for what?
I have my duty to God. I made a promise to God. I got to keep that promise right now. All that matters is that he safely surrenders, because he ain't dying at the hands of no cop.
I mean, no, that's fine. No, I'm just saying, look, I'm not sure if you're on medication or whatever. Take it, do whatever. But what I'm trying to say is this: don't go up there, because you know how society is. If anybody know, you can't go up near the mayor's office talking this shit. You can't go down to the police station talking this shit.
Terry,
it's ways of doing it,
Terry,
and you know it's part of ways.
Understand this about me. Everything that I do with extreme and intentional purpose.
Okay.
I knew exactly what was going to happen when I went into the mayor's office. That's why I recorded it.
Right. Okay. But if you know, Jag, so now on one hand, you can know what's going to happen there.
I wanted to go back to jail.
Right. Okay. Right. But that's a sad life when a person wants.
No, you don't understand. The information that I needed on the DeSoto police force wasn't something I'm going to find out here on the street. I had to get arrested and go back to jail so I could get what I needed. Now I can sue them.
No, Jag, what you need is just for me, is to be.
Do you know how many times I forced myself into an arrest just to get intel? This ain't nothing new.
You need to, man, fuck the intel. You need to be free from Goomba. You need to be by yourself, you and your family. And because of like all this shit going on, you overlooking life. We only got one time at this shit.
I've had plenty of fun, Gary, and I'm gonna have plenty more.
Huh?
I've had plenty of fun, and I'm gonna have plenty more. What's important to me right now is the mission that I have from God, the mission that I have for my family, and becoming mayor of Shreveport. Those are the three most important things on my mind right now.
Right. No, I get it. Everybody got goals. Everybody got different things. But Jag, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you think now let's keep it real. Do you think your relationship with Goomba would have been better if you wasn't constantly tormenting his family? Even whether
I didn't torment his family.
No, I'm
they
saying
tormented me.
Okay.
They tormented me. See, what you don't understand about these people is they're very, very, very skillful sociopaths. They did so much shit to me, so much fucked off shit to me while I was nice to them, buying gifts, showing up, Aunt Jackie, doing this. I gave his motherfucking $5,000 worth of clothes. Like, I was good to these motherfuckers. Yeah, until I heard them laughing and joking about my son being murdered and people saying bang, 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 and the children falling on the floor, reenacting my son's death.
Yeah, if that happened like that, that's fucked up, Jag. But I'm gonna tell you this though, for real.
And then them telling my husband to come home and tell me maybe I should have took that as a sign that I needed to get out of Texas.
Okay, well, see, if your husband just said that, that was some crazy shit anyway. But I'm just saying this. I think you should take your meds and get your life back, Jag. Because you know what?
Please do me a favor. Don't ever say medication to me again.
Why not?
Because what I take and ingest in my body is none of your business or anyone else's.
No. But if that's what making you whole, if that was keeping you rational, if not taking the medication gonna have you erratic. Okay, well, are you worried about what your husband taking?
All right, bye, Perry.